It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Prescott on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Cooper was the intended target. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using?
Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he'll get no further as he's brought down within sight of the goal. But all he'll get is knowledge that the extra point was no good.
You and I have not met a coaching staff yet that likes to coach negative situations. You know, even plant that in their head. But pick it up and return it for 2 points. You have to go over that.
Nice job to get back there and make the tackle, preventing them from getting all the way. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson buying time to his left. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided if there was a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They run from the pistol with Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. 6-0 our score after 1. He can run for it, and he will. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 24 yards as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him, being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This is Elliott. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Elliott running right. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on the comebacker. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. From the red zone now, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Forbat to send it away now following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Jackson rolling to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition And us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
8 yards there on a first down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
2nd and 10, here's Jackson again. Dancing to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
On 3rd down, Jackson forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works? He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think nowhere to escape, and he goes down? Josh Bynes coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Come on.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Domada Peko racks up the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Cooper's got it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Patrick Owasor, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It's a safety blitz and a sack for Earl Thomas.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
3rd and long for Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Prescott to throw on fourth. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to